My name's Egan. Hackett passed the word along for all the drivers to keep an eye peeled for you.
Can't you push this heap any faster?
Not doing the garage until 9.
When will you get in?
We hit LA about 7:15. I usually have coffee with a friend. You know how it is.
Just get there, will you?
Back home again. Look, my friend's got a very friendly roommate. You sure you don't want to change your mind?
You amuse him.
Okay. You gonna see Hackett?
If you just spent a whole year in San Quentin, would you want to see him first?
Oh. Sure. I'll pick you up any time you say.
An hour, huh?
Okay. Hey, Johnny, listen, you know how Hackett is about the drivers checking in right away. I've never been out of your sight, okay?
I've been with you all the way.
See ya.
Don't be long, Mitch, honey.
Mitch. Why shouldn't you be? Plenty of sunshine, fresh air. You live a clean outdoor life. Nice to see you looking so healthy, Mitch. How do you think I look?
You look fine, Johnny.
You get quite a can up at San Quentin. It's like a country club. They feed you 3 good meals a day. Give you a private room with bars. Let you have all the time in the world to think. And remember, just one long vacation, Mitch. I've only got you to thank. I'm grateful.
Look, Johnny, I told you I had nothing to do with it.
I was driving your truck.
But that was the night I was sick.
You don't know how sick, Mitch.
Look, Johnny, you got a crack in your brain. I said my piece at the trial. I said it under oath. You didn't even speak up. You didn't even try to defend yourself. Do you think if that had been my load, I'd have let the cops grab it? Why, with stuff like that, a guy could buy a lot of life.
It bought a year out of mine.
What reason would I have to tag you for it? Can't you get that through your head?
I got it through my head. I got it through my head that maybe your buyer blew cold and ran out on a deal. I got it through my head that you didn't want to be caught frozen with that shipment. Not Mitch. He's a smart boy. Well, the ride's over, Mitch.
Look, Johnny, I swear to
Maybe you won't spend a year in jail, but you'll never forget that I did.
Hello, Coastal Trucking Association. Oh, Michael, good morning.
And good morning to you. And what time do I pick you up tonight for dinner and say good evening? I'm off duty early.
Well, some patient leave you a go of mine?
No, but what's money after a long day of scrub-ups and appendectomies and having to smile sweetly at patients? Especially when I can look at you across the table in soft candlelight and get a lot of crazy notions.
Sounds wonderful. Oh, be serious, Mike.
Okay, so I'm broke. So tonight try not to be so hungry. Or better still, why don't I let you take me to dinner? As a matter of fact, I think I like that much better. Then you can sit and look at me and get a lot of crazy notions.
Michael, you are impossible, but Johnny! Oh, Johnny.
Carol? Carol?
It's good to see you.
You don't know how good.
When did you get back? Let me look at you.
I like it better this way.
The president's Mr. Hackett.
I don't hear a thing.
Well, Johnny, welcome home, kid.
Thanks.
Come on in.
How about the sea clip tonight? That wonderful shrimp, lobster diable, remember? It's only one of the things I've been dreaming about for a whole year.
City Center Hospital. I'd like to leave a message for Dr. Michael Benning.
I would have come out to meet you myself, but that's all right, Mr. Hackett. You're a busy man. I have no appointments. I can't wait. Yeah. Well, it's over. Yeah, it's over. Do I get my job back?
You know, that first day you came drifting in here looking for a job, I had a feeling. Drink?
No, thanks.
I had kind of a hunch. I said to myself, here's a kid that may be different. Here's a kid with guts. Maybe. And that's the kind of somebody I was looking for. A man I could trust. A man who'd keep his mouth shut even if it was pushed real hard.
Look, Mr. Hackett, what about my job?
But I had to be sure. I couldn't afford to take any chances. This somebody had to be right the first time, period. Well, how do you find out about a thing like that?
I don't know. How do you?
You know you were framed, Johnny.
Look, Mr. Hackett, do I get my job back or don't I?
And it wasn't Mitch, Johnny. I framed you.
You? You framed me?
Now, wait a minute, Johnny. How much is a year out of your life worth, Johnny? 5,000, 10, 20, 50, 100? I've been sitting on something a long time, kid. Waiting. Now we can pull it off, and it's just crying to be taken. $500,000. And 20% of it is yours. $100,000. So you hear that, kid? $100,000.
So I was your pigeon, huh?
Well, yeah.
A detective from police headquarters to see you, Mr. Hackett. Lieutenant Koster.
Have him come in. Thank you.
Well, Morrison. Come to think of it, you were just about due to get out. Time flies. When did you get back into the city?
Today?
Ever since the war, that winter in Germany, froze the circulation right up in this 1 foot. There's no hard feelings, Morrison. I'm a cop, you remember? Cop's got to do his job.
I'm not crying.
Good. Here's hoping you'll never have to.
What can I do for you, Lieutenant?
Oh, you got a driver, Lou Mitchell, working for you?
Yeah, Mitchell drives for me.
Now, how's he been lately?
Same as always.
Now, how's that?
Well, same as always.
Well, has he seemed nervous? Has he been acting upset, worried, been sick?
He had a couple of pretty bad hangovers. Why all the interest? Is he in trouble?
Well, you might call it that. He's dead.
Mitch dead. How?
Well, we don't really know. Could have been suicide. Went off the roof of the building where he was living.
Suicide?
Well, at the moment we're being polite. Could have tripped. Might even have been pushed.
Maybe he lost a bet and he jumped.
Well, that's an angle we never thought of. We're checking anyway. Might be talking to you again.
Sure, come in anytime. Sorry to hear about Mitch.
Nice seeing you around again, too, Morrison.
Oh, he'll be around. I gave him his job back.
Well, I think that shows the right spirit, Mr. Hackett.
Sure, we all make mistakes. He paid for his. I don't think the same thing will happen twice.
Yeah. Good luck, Morrison.
How about it, kid? Do you think he was pushed?
You were talking about $100,000, Mr. Hackett.
Yeah. You don't have to make up your mind now. Why don't you go wash some of that year off you? Here. Go get a shine and a shave and fill your belly with some good food. I'll call you when I'm ready.
I'll just do that. Tell me something, Mr. Hackett. If I had tried to get out from under, would you have gone around framing guys for the rest of your life?
What difference does it make? I won't have to do it now, will I, Johnny?
I'm glad we came here. I've missed it.
It's been like 365 years to the day. Any other dates while I was away?
You wouldn't want me to lie and say no.
Any particular guy?
Maybe.
Who is he?
He's a doctor. Oh, rather, he's interning right now at City Center Hospital. He's going to be a surgeon.
Surgeon?
Mm-hmm.
Serious?
I'm not sure. What I meant was, this place, it has a warm, special kind of meaning for me. I was lost and lonely the first time you brought me here. I don't think I'd want to come here with anybody else.
Well, you won't have to. Besides, I wouldn't like it. Are you still lost and lonely?
I don't know. I know there are certain things I want.
Then reach out and grab them, honey. Hold them tight if you want them badly enough. Don't let them go.
And what if you do reach out and take what you want? And you find it's all wrong, Johnny? What do you do then?
That's a good question. You think they'd mind?
No, I don't think so. Go ahead, play something.
How about a concerto for an unemployed truck driver? Remember this?
Never finished it.
Keeps running away from me. Hiding in corners. Maybe it has no beginning, no end.
It's beautiful. I've always thought so. I can remember when you first picked it out. You had just driven in from Denver, and we went on a double date with... What's that girl's name? Oh, yes, Judy. And who else was it? And Mitch. And we stopped at the Johnny. What happened, Johnny? Did I say something wrong? Here. You want to talk about it?
No, it's just that sometimes things get so tight inside of you. It's like a stranglehold. You feel like you're going to choke to death.
Oh, Johnny. It's a lovely night. Let's take a walk on the beach, huh? Come on. Down there by those cliffs. Huh?
I think I'd like that. Break a track record.
I don't want to be hurt. I don't want to hurt you.
Is it the doctor?
No. I don't know.
Must be nice to have a profession. Be called doctor. People respect you, you have money.
Isn't that? Simply that I want... Oh, Johnny, I just don't know. I'm just all mixed up.
It's all right, baby.
Johnny,
I'm gonna make it all right. Let's go find your shoes.
I can see myself now up in front of a coroner's jury. So this Mitch character was up on the roof alone. He sinks a putt all the way across the roof, and he gets so excited he does a running backward jump and falls off the roof. They might even applaud.
And I may have to testify something like that did happen.
Then we picked cement scrapings from the back of his shirt, and it came from this ledge.
Yep. You know, it's possible. He leaned over, got dizzy. He may have fainted. Then fallen forward, reeled backward, topple over.
That could be, but I still kind of like the idea that he was pushed. And why wasn't there any fingerprints on that putter? I sure wish you could talk, friend.
How many times do I have to tell you? I met Mitch through some friends. We had a few drinks at a bar together. He invited me up to his place for a lesson in golf.
Oh. Well, when did you see him last?
I told you that, too.
Well, tell me again, huh?
On the roof. I left him there to come downstairs. He was alive.
You sure?
There's one thing I do know. That's the difference between a live one and a dead one.
Yeah. I guess you do.
You were so good to me, Lieutenant. Well.
Do you know him?
I'd like to.
McCall, I want you to get this down. Come on in, Morrison. Have a chair.
What'd you do, Lieutenant? Hide all the rubber hoses?
No, I thought we'd make this nice and informal today. Why, I might even serve tea. Now, look, Johnny, I'm kind of nervous about this Mitch deal. I don't like to bring it up, but let's face it. I know you're pretty bitter about that last strap. Just trying to do my job, that's all. Even a policeman's got to live. Yeah, go ahead. Now, break it down for me, Johnny. From the time you walked away from San Quentin.
I got a ride in a truck.
Whose truck?
One of Hackett's, Coastal Association. Driver named Egan picked me up, drove me in.
Did you drive all night? What time did you get into town?
Oh, about 8:30, 8:45, thereabouts.
Where were you around 7:30?
Asleep. In the truck.
What time did you see Mitch?
Come on, Lieutenant. Now you are being cute. I may have been gone for a year, but I didn't come back a tourist. Well, what do you want me to say? You want me to say I got into town, I went over to see Mitch, I told him off, I pushed him off the roof? Is that what you want me to say? All right, I said it. Now you're happy?
Not happy enough.
Well, if you're so worried about me, why don't you check it out with Egan?
We did.
Well, I hope I haven't bored you. That's all right.
For now.
When you get that stuff all typed up, give me a ring. I'll come down and autograph it for you.
Maybe you will at that someday.
Bye, Lieutenant.
Johnny.
One of these days, I'm coming in here and Hackett's going to lose his secretary for good. Now, where are we going for dinner tonight?
I'm sorry, Johnny, but I won't be able to have dinner with you tonight.
Oh? Well, just keep him away from our place.
He couldn't even afford that. That detective, Lieutenant Koster, one of his men came by looking for you.
I know.
What is it, Johnny?
Oh, it's nothing. No trouble.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Hackett left his number for you to call. He won't be in today.
Thanks.
Hello. Everything's all set up.
How do I get there? I'll find it.
I'm back, Mr. Morrison. Where were you?
In the land of money. See you tomorrow.
Bye, Johnny. Coastal Trucking Association.
Hey, Morrison. I want to talk to you.
What's your problem?
You. Guy called Koster down the homicide hauls me in and starts pitching questions at me like I'm trying for the $64,000 question. I don't know where you were yesterday morning.
I was with you all the way, remember?
Not for an hour and a half you weren't.
And where were you?
You know where I was. I even asked you to come along. I was having breakfast with this friend I told you about.
You were what?
I was having
I'll
breakfast
tell
with
you where you were. You were chiseling, Egan. Every load you drive comes in light, Hackett told me. And I know just about where you drop them. Now, you got yourself an alibi. Live with it.
Not with any cop calling up my back again, I won't. One light load is not worth any murder rap.
I was with you in that truck. And don't forget it. Is this where you live?
No. I use the place in the business. Meetings, stuff like that. I was born here, though. My mother and father are buried out there in a patch of weeds. Dirt farmers. My old man busted his back out there every day for 40 years. with the heat to scorch things to death and the cold to freeze them. My old man died. My mother worked her way into a grave right next to him. They had a beautiful life. I never got rid of the place. Never changed it either. Kept it just the way it was, let it rot. I like it this way. It's full of happy childhood memories.
Look, Mr. Hackett, did you bring me out here to tell me the story of your life?
Now, take it easy. Take it easy. Don't get impatient. I waited a whole year for you.
Thanks a lot. I enjoyed every minute of it.
Now I'm ready to move. I figure you should be ready, too.
Suppose I'm not ready.
You know, Johnny, I was real unhappy about what happened to Mitch. I think Lieutenant Koster was unhappy about it, too.
Okay, Mr. Hackett. What's the deal?
The Merritt Armored Transport Company.
What?
Well, it's no pushover. But it can be done. It's all in here. Blueprints, plans, pictures, how to get in, how to get out, burglar alarms, timetables, the works.
Well, how sure can you be of these?
Only as sure as if my name was Merritt. I go hunting every year up in the Sierras. I met a character who lives up there for his help. Runs a hunting lodge. But this guy used to be a Merritt guard. I paid him $20,000 for this stuff.
It's pretty expensive hunting.
Yeah, it's a big investment. Now you know why I don't want anything to go wrong.
Look, Mr. Hackett, why me? Why pick on me? What do I know about a job like this?
Everything you have to know is in here. Everything you have to do, I hire help to do for you. Help I can get. But I can't hire anyone I can trust. And I can trust you, can't I, Johnny?
What'll it take to pull a job?
3 men. A good locksmith, a boxman, and a driver. Due here in 5 minutes. I made a flat deal with them, win or lose. After the job's over, you pay them off, they're on their own.
All right, suppose we get the money. What do we do then? There won't be a bank in the country that won't be watching for the serial numbers.
I figured that out, too. We sit on it. Did you ever hear the statute of limitations?
That's some law about getting caught in a certain amount of time, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. The statute of limitations means that the district attorney has to indict within 3 years or he's licked. We pull a nice, clean job. We give them nothing to work on at that end. Then we keep the money out of circulation. They get no leads. No leads, no evidence. Without evidence, they can't indict. And the beauty of it is, with a state job like this, the FBI can't get in the act. All we gotta do is keep that money hidden and sit tight for 3 years. Then we're in the clear no matter what. That's the law, kid. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, but maybe I don't want to wait 3 years for my money. Maybe I got things to do now, huh?
Okay. I'll buy you out. Money you can spend today, tomorrow, anytime. 50,000 cash.
It's quite a cut. You do have everything figured out, don't you, Mr. Hackett?
Just don't you forget to figure one thing out. No killings. There's no statute of limitations on murder. There they are. These are real dependable fellas. Come in, boys.
Man, what a knocked-out pad this is.
Nowhere, USA.
This is Johnny Morrison. He gives the orders. Johnny, these are 3 of the best. You should have no trouble. Thorne, Cole, Rutberg. All right. You'll all stay here till it's time. This is the work. I want you to eat it, breathe it, and sleep it. You're going to be racing the clock every minute that you're in there. From the time you go in till the time you come out, it's got to be just 8 minutes.
Wow, Mr. Hackett, you are a generous cat.
Now listen, if you're as much as 30 seconds over, you can...
It'll be 8 minutes, Mr. Hackett.
All right. And it's got to be Thursday night. That's when they'll light on guards. I'll call you.
You get that, huh? Now, in the case of patient X, he complained of a steady, aching, gnawing sensation which extended deep on the jejunal side of the gastrojejunostomy.
Yes, deep on the what?
The jejunal side of the gastrojejunostomy. That's Peptic ulcer to you.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so?
No. My time tonight. Yeah?
Johnny.
I have to haul a job for Hackett. I'll be gone 2-3 days. And when I get back here, we're clearing out and we're going to get married.
Look, why don't you just sort of calm down for a minute, fella, and relax.
Look, listen, you. Go play doctor someplace else. If I catch you around here again, you'll need a private hospital for yourself. Just remember that.
Nice fella. I've seen his breed around before. You always wind up in the psychiatric. Take my advice, Carol, and get out from under. Get out before the bad trouble starts. He's obviously pretty mixed up.
Of course he's mixed up. You would be too if you had his tough breaks.
Look, take a doctor's advice, Carol. He's a well-defined, almost a classical psychotic.
Oh, Michael, please. Don't do that. You can't put medical labels on everything. When I met him, I was confused and mixed up. I needed understanding more than anything in the world. He gave it to me. Now he needs understanding. Yes, even love.
And you're going to give it to him?
Perhaps.
Oh. Well, I guess I had it figured all wrong. I had it in my mind that there was going to be something serious between you and me, not just a...
No, Michael, it isn't that.
Well, what is it then?
I don't know.
Find out, Carol. Find out real quick.
huh?
What's the matter, boys?
We've been having trouble with the seat all night.
Hey, sorry to get
Turn that thing off! Hey, Joe, turn that water off!
Oh, this is real great, boys. How do you like
Come on down, give me a hand.
Stop and wet. I'm going to sue you guys. Oh, that's real great. What do you want back here?
What's to you?
Burglar, I'm right inside the door.
What gives? Thing just conked out. Man, I almost took a shower with my clothes on. Guy's inside now calling the service truck. Well, put a fire under them. Tell them we have to keep this alley clear.
Okay, Chief.
Repeat. Car 24, 390 at rear of 1830 South Florida Street. At 211, 1447 Haywood Street. Car 24, take this call. Code 3. 4 men held up Merritt Armored Transport Company. Shot guard. Warning to all officers. These men are armed and dangerous. Repeat. 4 men held up Merritt Armored Transport Company. Shot guard. Warning to all officers. These men are armed and dangerous. Cars 24, 33, 18. Converge at main intersections nearest Merritt Company. Be on lookout for taxicab believed to be getaway car. An APB to all cars. Block all central exits leading to freeway. Stop and check all cars. Repeat. Stop and check all cars.
If it's too hot for you in here, Egan, we can always open the window.
Look, why don't you get off my back, will you, Lieutenant? I got a load to haul. I don't want Hackett jumping on me.
I'll apologize for you.
Look, I don't want to get mixed up in anything.
You're already mixed up in it, Egan. If you think you're sweating now, you're going to lose plenty more weight before I get through with you. You've been taking Hackett for every load that you've trucked in, dumping the stuff in a warehouse down on Bush Street, and getting paid pretty well. I know, because a guy who works the docks down there likes to whisper in my ear once in a while. The book says your little racket is a felony. We can send you up for years. I understand you got quite a reputation with the dames. Now, a nice long stretch in a prison cell. Well, at least on a desert island, there's always a chance that some blonde might get shipwrecked too, but... of course, it's no skin off of my nose.
Look, I'll make a deal with you, Koster.
We're gonna hit you with an accessory to a murder rap, Egan.
Oh, wait a minute, Lieutenant. You're sticking a knife in my back. I don't know who killed Mitchell. Maybe Morrison did it. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Morrison's alibi was you. Until 9 o'clock in the morning. Now, would you like to change that?
Okay. I dropped him off before I got to the warehouse.
What time?
About 7:15. It was an hour and a half before I picked him up again.
Koster, homicide. APB on Johnny Morrison. Suspicion of murder, but right away.
Listen, Lieutenant, that Morrison's crazy. He practically said he'd kill me if I talked.
You worried?
Well, yeah.
All right, sit down. McHugh, tuck Egan away in one of our guest rooms until you hear from me. Like to see Mr. Hackett, miss, if he's in.
I'll tell him.
Tell him Lieutenant Koster.
I know.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Koster to see you, Mr. Hackett.
Okay, send him in.
Please go right in.
Thanks.
Lieutenant, is this story true about Johnny?
Well, as true as any busted alibi could be.
Oh.
You wouldn't happen to know where he is, would you?
No.
Hello, Hackett. I'm looking at Johnny Morrison.
So am I.
Oh?
I sent him out with a truck of mine. I haven't heard from him since. I want him, and I want him bad.
So do we, for murder.
Yeah, I know. Well, what do you want from me, a shoulder to cry on? Right now, I got troubles of my own.
Well, you gave him a job knowing what he pulled on that hot cargo deal out of Mexico.
Oh, that was then. That was Mitch's truck. Maybe Mitch framed him. I don't know. Morrison's a good driver. He served his stretch, so I gave him a break.
Well, if you get any kind of a line on him.
Sure. Me first, then you.
Thanks. Oh, your secretary outside. She Morrison's girl?
You're the guys that peek through keyholes, aren't you?
Well, we all can't have such delicate sensibilities as you, Hackett.
Thanks, Lieutenant. Hello. Johnny. Johnny, you've had me on the hook since 10:30 last night. You shouldn't do that, Johnny. If you got any crazy ideas about that money in your head, you better get rid of them.
I got no crazy ideas.
Koster was just in here. He's got his bloodhound smelling out every inch of this city looking for you.
I know, I heard the broadcast. That's why I had to dump the money someplace.
You had to what?
I said I had to get rid of the money. It was either that or taking the chance of getting picked up with it.
Now listen. Egan's rammed your alibi right down your throat. If you want to come out of this in one piece, Johnny, you better pick that money up again and meet me. And meet me quick. This deal is COD, kid, both ways.
I'll meet you all right. Where? Okay. Would you like me to park your car for you?
Oh, would you?
Well, I'd be glad to.
Oh, that's so nice of you. It's very kind. You know, it just seems like I'll never learn how to park this car. My car! That boy stole my car! Somebody get a policeman! Quick! Get a policeman! That boy's going up in my car!
Okay. Where's mine? Pull over, I'll drive. Bring the rope. You dumped it in there?
Yeah.
You must be out of your mind.
Relax, will you? The money can't swim.
Open the rope. All right, take it up. Attaboy. Thanks, Johnny. Thanks for everything.
After a wild chase through Outpost Canyon, Morrison finally crashed the stolen car into the side of the hill and managed to escape from pursuing police. Search parties are still scouring the hills, and roadblocks have been set at all highways leading out of the city to block every avenue of escape.
Mike, why don't you go back to the hospital? Really, I'll be all right.
My patients will live without me. I'm thinking about Johnny Morrison. I don't trust what he might do, and I don't want you to be alone.
Johnny wouldn't hurt me.
There are many different ways to hurt somebody, Carol. And right now I think all the different combinations are boiling around inside of him. I bet he's the loneliest man in the world. And probably the most dangerous.
I wish I could tell myself not to believe you, Mike.
I think I understand. Look at me, Carol. Pity sometimes can, I don't know, twist your heart so that you end up crying the wrong kind of tears for somebody. I think that's the way you cry for Johnny.
Mike.
It's all right. Everything's going to be all right. Look, it's almost time for breakfast. Now, why don't you sit tight while I go down to the corner and pick up a sandwich or something for a couple of starving characters. Come on.
Yes?
Me, Mike. I forgot something. I don't get paid until tomorrow.
You're foolish. Lucky I got paid today. And listen, don't scare me again.
Don't worry. I'll knock 3 times.
Okay. Did you forget?
I said I'd be back for you. Come on, we're leaving.
Johnny, it's no use. They'll get you. They'll find you.
No, we're leaving. We make one stop, and then we go with all the money in the world. Come on, honey.
I'm Lieutenant Koster. Are you the man who phoned?
Yeah, Mike Banning. Like I said on the phone, Morrison slugged me, and then he took Carol.
When?
A little while ago, I saw him drive away.
You see what kind of a car?
Yeah, it was a 56 Ford, one of those hardtop coupes.
Come on. What color?
Blue and white?
This is Koster. Get out a bulletin to all cars. Morrison just kidnapped a girl and is making his getaway in a 56 hardtop Ford. Blue and white.
He's a psychotic. There's no telling what he's liable to do.
The man is dangerous. Do not try to intercept. Do nothing that might jeopardize the girl. Keep under surveillance.
56 Ford, hardtop, blue and white, driven by Johnny Morrison. Keep under surveillance.
M61, M61. Morrison and a girl just spotted heading east towards the Santa Ana Freeway. We'll follow.
Car 34, go to Atlantic Boulevard and Huntington Drive. Follow blue and white Ford hardtop. Do not intercept. All cars, blue and white Ford hardtop has been found abandoned off the highway near the old Hackett ranch. Repeat, all cars.
You're gonna make a bad fit inside that whole Hackett. Help me with this. Come on, help me. Hackett's dream. 500,000 dreams only. He died without.
Johnny, you're dying too. You and your dreams. Why did you do it?
Morrison, this is Koster. You've had it, Morrison. I got this place surrounded. Come on out with your hands up.
Please, Johnny. There's been enough killing.
Shut up. Nobody's gonna kill me.
Johnny, you said you loved me. You wanted to marry me. All right. I'll go with you. We'll get married.
Morrison! This place is surrounded.
man on a ledge, ready to jump. Maybe I could go in and reason with him.
You stick to your racket, Doc, and let us stick to ours. You're just asking for a couple of slugs in the gut. Morrison, I'll give you 30 seconds. You either send the girl out alone and stay in there, or come on out with her.
I got about the world for you. I love you, Carol. I love you.
Yes, Johnny.
Harry? Joe? Job ahead of you, Doc.
I know. But I don't think it's too late.
Call the coroner's office. He's dead.